Bam, what up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the Trickle Up. And once again, me and Mia, of course, on a Sunday night. So what do you got on the low for us tonight, Mia?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about Kansas City and Mayor Quinton Lucas's plan to reallocate about 1/5 of the police department's funding. And the department currently receives a little over 25%. It's going to be knocked down to 20%. That's between 42 million and 47 million that is going to be allocated to a special fund that the mayor and city council would have authority over. And possible uses are crime prevention, mental health services, conflict resolution training, or studying the root causes of crime, all of which are significantly better than buying tanks.
I will say this much. The idea of studying what causes crime is a pointless, fruitless endeavor that's been studied to the nubs have worn off. Please don't waste your money on that bullshit. Poverty causes crime.
But yeah, it would be better placed in, of course, a UBI, because we already know that fights crime because it reduces poverty. And if you were to even go with a BI in areas that were probably affected most by crime, you'd probably see a reduction there almost immediately.
Well, I do like the idea of hiring more mental health professionals and doing some de-escalating training. That's logical. That's the whole point of defund the police. Studying what causes crime, I cry bullshit on that one. Just don't bother Kansas City. Don't be stupid. You're gonna wait. It's gonna look corrupt. Is what's gonna happen. Like, oh, who's your buddy studying crime? You know, that's how they kind of launder the money a little bit. Makes me suspicious. You know. But it also says they're asking for additional spending of $3 million for a new police academy class about this de-escalation type of stuff too. So, you know, so he's defending his plan, his police reform, and there's a quote there. It said, well, I still feel very proud about our decision. I think we have said it first. The budget is actually increased, and then secondarily, there's more responsibility. The Urban Council and our Black Rainbow and Operation Liberation allies commend Mayor Lucas and the council for taking this bold step to ensure that public safety tax dollars are used to directly address the root causes of violent crime and to make our community safe. And that was a quote from Gwen Grant, president and CEO of the Urban League of something. Lost that part. But yeah.
Oops, that's my bad.
It's all good. And of course the pushback, right? All the pushback. Chief, the police chief, Rick Smith, said a statement. And he says that the plan is reckless. Scared. There's stuff to be scared of, guys. Don't worry. We'll scare you straight, you know. Come on now.
Yeah. I think that another point that's really important to cover here is that, where is that? Okay. The city has had a high homicide rate and seems on track to repeat or exceed that number. A record 180 murders there last year. Increasing the police budget every year has not helped. That's what they've been doing to try and stop this rising homicide rate. It's continued to climb. So Lucas said on Saturday, the answer is not just to do the same thing, shrug your shoulders, give some money, and not ask any questions afterwards. I think it's very clear. So, yeah. Yeah. Definitely not helping to just increase the police budget indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing. They should study the effectiveness of policing against crime, not just what causes crime. What also causes death by policemen is poor training. Let's work there. And it's just kind of one of those things. It's so this is going to be a good pilot program, if you will, to say, hey, this is how you defund the police. This is, you know, the epicenter of a lot of the problems we've had, and they're going to try and address it. So I think it's a good idea to try it out. So you can't keep doing the same thing and expect better results. So you got to change something, you know.
Councilwoman Heather Howell said Friday that there is already local input with the Kansas City residents who sit on the board of police commissioners, and added, the police department knows how to run that agency. We are not police officers, and we don't know what that means to run the police and protect our city. And we are getting out of our lane, and we shouldn't do that. Isn't that like what governments do?
I love that stay in your lane kind of thing. Come on, man.
It isn't. Don't the police answer to the government? Like, isn't it a federally funded and state funded program? Yep. Isn't that then your lane? That is your lane.
But that's the we the people lane. We the people are in all lanes. All those lanes exist here on us. Like, we have an input. That's why we have a democratic system where we have elected officials to hold people accountable and responsible and do your fucking job type of thing, you know? Tell her stay in your fucking lane. You're fired. We're going to vote your ass out.
Yeah, if you don't think your lane is taking care of people and making sure that things are functioning efficiently, then somebody else needs to do your job, because that's literally your job.
So we have a her name's Keji, Keji, Akinmoladun. Fuck, guys. She's an organizer in Kansas City. I butchered that name, I'm sure of it. And she organized a protest at the Country Club Plaza in May. And she said that Mayor Lucas wasn't here for us when we needed him, especially during the Black Lives Matter protest. He was only there a few times and said we want to hear what we wanted to hear, but our demands weren't met. You know, and again, talks about the homicide rates are very high. And then Lucas said on Saturday, so the answer is not to just do the same thing, shrug your shoulders like you're saying, but she is saying, where were you? You know, why did it take you 1 year? It's a year later. Last May, he said that shit. This year, he's just now getting around to it. So I understand the critique, but I understand it takes time to write legislation as well. And it's just an excuse, but it is what it is. You know, it's like, this is how slow our fucking government works, which is a problem.
It has been for a while. We do not have a system in place for emergency responses to, I suppose, societal emergencies. Mm-hmm. Like, we have things for emergency responses to hurricanes, but we don't have things for emergency responses to humans going out of control.
And police going out of control. You know, militarized police going out of control. Government going out of control. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there needs to be interventions for when something needs to be stopped right then that we can pull the card on as the people, and there's not.
Right. Yeah, so I like this idea of Kansas City is going to do a program to say, okay, this is defunding the police. This is what it looks like. Let's do it. You know, so we can save more critiques for the future to see what the results look like. Because it's all hearsay until we actually do it.
Everything has to start somewhere.
But yeah, so let us know what you guys think about this in the comments section. Are you thumbs up or thumbs down on this plan about defunding the police to hire more medical or mental health professionals, to put the reinvest in the academy training about de-escalation? And then the third one is about researching the root causes of crime, which is pretty much a given. It's always went on. So let us know what you guys think about that in the comments section. And while you're here, of course, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers ASAP, guys. So if you can, really help us out with that. We really need the help there. And ring that notification bell. You get alerts for upcoming videos. And of course, you follow us on Twitter. You also get another notice right before we go live, you know. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, gang, gang.